Hut 9, unfortunately, is all that's left of Island Farm, as it was from that particular hut that in 1945 the 70 German prisoners escaped. The tunnel reaches from hut number 9, and it goes straight out under the wire into a field that's parallel with the hut. And it started about 10 o'clock on a Saturday night. March 10th, 1945. The 70th prisoner to exit the tunnel was actually a gatecrasher. He wasn't part of the escape committee, and consequently he wasn't dressed accordingly. He had a white kit bag on his back, which gave the game away instantly. He actually ended up being shot and received hospital treatment in what was Bridgend General Hospital. The escape committees then would form up into groups in the field, and once they reached their level of people, like 4, 5, 6, whatever, the parties would then set off on their own separate ways. One of the known stories is there were 4 of them headed off towards Merthyr Mawr Road, which is about a mile away from the camp, where they'd seen a car belonging to a doctor's surgery. So they tried to get the car started, but were failing to do so. They were trying to push it down the street, and when upon some guards that were walking back to the camp came across them, and they thought that they were Norwegian soldiers. They told them to get in the car, and they'd give them a push start. So the car was push started by guards from Island Farm, helping them effectively to continue the escape. They got lost in Newport because obviously during the Second World War all the road signs were taken down. So they got lost in Newport and eventually made their way to the Forest of Dean, where they ran out of petrol. They abandoned the car, made it on foot, and when they took refuge in a field, some cows took an interest in them, wouldn't leave them alone, and that gave the game away to a farmer who apprehended them. So that's 4 of them. But there's other spin-offs. One of these prisoners, he was walking down a street and he saw somebody coming the other way, so he jumped the garden wall, hid in the hedge, and while he was hiding in the hedge, the person who was walking down the street had actually been out in town drinking. So he walks into the garden gate and rather than wait till he gets indoors, decides to have a call of nature into the bush. And it just so happened that it was the bush that this prisoner was hiding in, so he probably did what half of Great Britain would have given their right arm to do, to urinate over a German soldier. The escape from Hut 9 was the largest escape attempt from a prisoner of war camp in Britain during the Second World War. So it's only second to The Great Escape, the one with Steve McQueen film in it. So I would like to see the whole history of Bridgend and all about Island Farm and the Second World War told from Hut 9.